What's going on, guys? So we got another steering wheel, but it's not for the Raptor. It is for my brother-in-law's 2022 F150. This is another one of these test field carbon fiber steering wheels. Same thing, you get the certification report. I actually really like these cloths that it comes with. They're super thick. I use this to clean the touchscreen and my MacBook, so these are very super nice. Here is the carbon fiber steering wheel. It's very similar to the one that I installed in my 2019 Raptor. Quality seems to be on point. Pretty excited to get this installed in this truck. So I'll show you guys what it looks like in my 2019. So basically the same steering wheel that we're gonna put in. And the only difference really is I've got the heated element, so I did retain the heated part and my paddle shifters. He does not have the heated element nor the paddle shifters, so both of those are eliminated. The Wrigley Man. So the first thing we got to do is we're going to undo the negative on the battery. It's going to be a 10mm socket. Now that we got the negative side of the battery undone, the first thing we're going to do, you got to turn the steering wheel at a 90-degree angle. There are two spots on the back side. You can use a screwdriver, but I'm using an Allen wrench. I'm using a number 3. I don't know if that makes a difference for you guys, but using number 3, it's really hard to show you what I'm doing. So once the steering wheel is off, I'll show you what's actually happening. Just to show you guys how to actually take the airbag off, this is the old wheel. It's intact right now. This will give you a better idea of what you're looking for. Once you get the steering wheel at a 90-degree angle to expose these two spots, see right here, there's this little silver piece on each side. So you can't see it because you're going to be working from the inside out. What I try to do is I try to take this size 3 Allen wrench and I try to just take it and get it to basically on this. And then you know if you're in here, boom. On my 2019 Raptor, the way mine worked, you were pushing it and you could like feel the spring mechanism. But on this one, you're just taking that 3mm. It's going in between the cast of the steering wheel and in between that silver piece, and you're just trying to push that silver piece down in. So once you get the 3 in, just kind of push down. That unlocked this side now. You can see it's loose. So hold the one side and now do the same on this side. Take your 3mm, get it on this very edge, just slide it down. And then once you hit bottom, push it. And that releases the airbag. It's just these silver mechanisms you're pushing in. So the Allen wrench is coming down and just kind of pushing it. Easy. Hey, what do you want? Hey, are you going? We'll just get it in there like so. So there's one side undone quick like. Now just take this, spin it to the other side. Same thing. There's just a little access hole back here. And while you're trying to get this side undone, make sure you got your finger on this side. There we go. So now that it's undone, we're going to take the wheel and get it back straight. The goal right now is to undo these two first, and then we'll get that third one. That way it gives us a little more slack to pull the airbag out. We got these little orange push pins up. I had to use a little flathead screwdriver. So once these are pushed up, that takes them out of the locking position, and then now you can just kind of wiggle them back and forth and pull them out of their spot. And you won't mix these up because they're color-coded. One's just an all yellow, and I believe this one should have teal on it. And on the airbag, it's color-coded as well. So you know the teal color goes with the teal. With these two undone, now that gives us a little more room to pull the airbag out a little further to get to this one. This one's just on a little plastic piece. It just slides right out. Then with this one, to get it undone, there's this little white piece. You got to actually pull that little chip out, and then you can undo this one. So you're just going to end up using probably just a little flathead screwdriver to pry up the red part from it. Once you pop that little white piece off, you're just going to want to use another little screwdriver, and it's just a little 2-piece connection. So now the airbag's undone. I would say the most difficult part with this one is just finding the little notch for the airbag to pop. But once you find it, it's super easy. And now I could probably remove this airbag in 2 minutes. What we're going to do is we're not going to remove this bolt quite yet. That's just your main steering wheel bolt. We're going to remove these two Torx, which they are T20. The T20 kind of felt a little loose, but if you just get direct pressure on it, you're going to be fine. We're going to remove these, and then that way we can pull off this plastic bezel piece and get the keys moved first, and then we're going to remove the main steering wheel bolt. I think it's just a little easier to keep the steering wheel intact while messing with the controls for right now. Now that we got the two T20s up top removed, you can start working your way around this to break it free. So there's two spots right down in here where it actually pops into place. So we're just going to kind of like wiggle it and pull. That side's free. We're going to get this side next. So do the same thing. Start here, just kind of start getting your fingers under there and kind of wiggle and pull. Popped. And then this should just kind of pop out as well. Wiggle it back and forth. She's now free. With this being popped free, we don't have as much going on because we don't have the heated elements with this steering wheel. The harness from these buttons is just ran up through the top, and it comes down into just this one plug. And there's a push button right at the top of it. You can kind of see it. You'll push it down and pull out. Pretty simple. This wire right here, it's just kind of in like a little track system they made in the steering wheel, and it just pops right out. Now that we got everything out of the way, the only thing left is this right here, your main bolt, which this one's going to be a T50. You can't really go to a 55. You can't go to a 45. So T50 it is, as long as you just keep it straight. And the best practice is just try to keep the steering wheel straight, so then that way when the new one goes on, it goes on directly straight, and you don't misalign anything. And now this little harness will just come through this little hole. Now we got both the wheels out. And just to show you guys, it pretty much looks just like the OEM. So here is the OEM centerpiece for it. When you look over here, it's basically identical to a T. On the Raptor, since I had a lot more to change over with the heating element, I did everything on the workbench. But with this one here, we don't really have too much going on. So we're just going to go ahead and get this first bolted in and torqued correctly. And then we'll swap over our buttons. Take your harness, you're going to feed it through the top big hole. Pretty common sense. Like so. Get your bolt. Pro tip, when you're going machine to machined, or put it in, reverse it. Go counterclockwise. Hear that click? That means your threads are aligned and you can tighten it. It just, more than likely, you're probably not going to cross thread it, but that just prevents you from possibly cross threading it. So we're just going to get this close, and then we're going to come in with our torque wrench to spec. I don't have an actual torque wrench, but what I do have is this little device that I picked up from Harbor Freight today. And it's just a little digital torque wrench that you can add to a ratchet. The factory calls that this needs to be torqued to about 35 pounds. So that's what we're going to do. So all you'll do is you just hit plus or minus. You can click and hold. We're going to get us up to 35 pounds. And then all we need to do, put our T50 on there. This side's obviously going to be for the ratchet. And as you're tightening it down, it starts at 0 and it shows you actually how much you have on it, which is kind of cool. And then once you get to about 20% of your torque that you're trying to reach, this is going to start beeping. But once you actually hit 35 foot-pounds, that's when this thing's going to, the red light's going to go off and it's just going to have a long tone. So there was the long beep. I had a pair of helping hands with me because the steering wheel kept turning, so we did hit the 35 with this. It's a clutch little tool. I would definitely recommend using one of these if you guys don't use a torque wrench much. So now all we need to do is just put our factory buttons back on. There's just one harness that gets plugged back into the top, clicks in, and then you'll just run your wires back up to where they came from the factory steering wheel up top in these little crevices they have made for them, so they're just kind of tucked out of the way. Now you just need to push this back in. We're just going to start from the bottom, work our way from the top. There's a piece here, and then there's two little studs here, so try to just get them first both aligned as best you can before you push it in. So I've kind of got this one pushed in a little, so now let's go ahead and get these upper ones going. So now those are almost all the way in, so we'll go ahead and secure them down. So that piece is secured now. And what helps is either grabbing it this way or like this, pulling it together. So that's good. Get that clipped in. Same with this side. So now that we got the plastic piece in, the buttons are good. Let's reinstall our two T20 Torques up top. And then the last step we have is just reinstalling the airbag, which is 3 connectors. So we're going to go ahead and plug in our red one first. And don't forget that little white piece. Clicks in, and then that little white piece needs to go back in as well. And your last 2 items, teal goes to teal, yellow goes to yellow. Make sure they're pushed all the way in before you click the orange piece in place. This is the final of what she looks like, said and done. Very simple installation. If we weren't filming a video, it probably would have taken us a whole whopping 20 minutes to swap this out. What I really like is how, like, on the back side, it's got these little ridges that your fingers go in. It just kind of conforms to your fingers, and the extra grip you get just while turning is it's very phenomenal. Other than that, the steering wheel just gives a whole different dynamic to the truck. I think it's like 299 bucks, and there's a $50 off coupon most of the time on Amazon. 250 bucks for the one without the paddle shifters, no heat. It's well worth it. But that's all we got for you guys today. We just did a little breakdown of installing the carbon fiber steering wheel for the 2021 to 2023 F150. I would say this might have been a little easier than the one that I put in my 2019 Raptor, just because I was dealing with the heated elements. Even then, that was still easy. This is easy. They're both easy. If you guys have any questions or anything like that regarding the wheel or problems or anything, hit me down in the comments. And yeah, that's all we got. Peace.